Jim from Animal Ability. Today I'm going to show you some different rotator cuff exercises, and there's a whole lot to go through, so I've even got my notes here to help me stay in the proper order and everything. So the first one I'm going to show you is with a mini band. And you take it and you put it on your arms like so, and you're going to do an L. You want your glutes tight while you do this. Retraction of your shoulder blades. So you're going backwards, you're protracting, retracting. But you definitely want your glutes tight, so it's butt tight, gut tight. Now the next one is also with the mini band. You take it like so, take your other hand, and you get a twist in it. That just keeps it from slipping so much. You do the same thing. Glutes are tight, shoulder blades down, and then protract, retract, protract, retract. Now you want to do usually about 15 to 20 reps of these, and that goes for just about everything I'm going to show you today. Okay? So that was the 2 mini band exercises. We're going to use some other bands and things and isometrics for some of the others. So the next one is going to be the half kneeling internal rotation. Okay, you're going to need, I like to use 2 bands for this, and you'll see why when I do it. Because the internal rotation, you're going to feel resistance leave at a certain point. So I like to have 2 bands so I can keep resistance on the muscle. So you're going to half kneel, put your arm so that it's straight, pretty much straight out from your shoulder joint, and you got resistance pulling it backwards. You're going to be pulling it this way to internally rotate the shoulder. Now you see how the top one has got a whole bunch of slack in it. It's not giving me any resistance, and the bottom one's giving resistance. That's going to change as I come over. Now this bottom one and this top one's giving me resistance. So once again, you want to do about 15 to 20 reps on these. Figure out your distance from your anchor points with your bands, or you can even use cable machine for this also. So now we're going to do the half kneeling external rotation. You won't need the top band for this. So we kneel again in a half kneeling position. Get yourself lined up. Externally rotate. From inwards to outwards externally. Okay, now let me consult my notes here. Okay, so now we're going to do upright external rotation. So I'm going to move the block here. Yeah, we're going to do upright external. Now you can have the band. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change it right now, just so you know. Usually you don't want to have it at an angle when you do your vertical external rotation. So you can just put it at a mid-body height. It can be anywhere between your hip and your shoulder. Now, it's pulling me internally, so I'm going to externally rotate. Now you can put your hand here if you need to make sure that your upper arm stays vertical, okay? Because this is what it is, a vertical external rotation. And then we're going to do an internal rotation. So all you have to do is turn around, still shrugging your shoulder blade down, internal. It's pulling it externally, so the resistance is when you go into internal rotation. And you can put your hand here or a towel or whatever. Now next on our list is going to be the horizontal shoulder external rotation. Okay? Now with this one, we'll take our band and since this is long, I'll step on it like so. We're going to go here, internal pull, externally rotate. Now you can also brace your arm on something, so we can hook this up here. And I can take this and externally rotate. Okay? So you can change your resistance by shortening up on the band or whatever, or you can just do it standing freestyle, because then you have to use your delt to hold your arm in place. So of course you're going to do both arms on all these. Now we're going to do isometrics. So the thing is, with the isometrics, you're going to need some kind of strap and probably some yoga blocks. Now you can use one Okay, now you use a timer for this, so you can set a Gym Boss timer on your phone, and you're going to be internally pulling. So I'm against one block, internally pull, usually around 6 seconds, relax for 3, and then immediately start pulling for another 6 until you've done usually 6 to 8 6-second pulls. Okay? Now we can take a second block to extend the range of motion. So see, my arm is starting further back, and I'm doing the isometric internal rotation. Now, for external rotation, and I'll use the other arm to show you. Once again, you can use 1 or 2 blocks. So you just get it so it's lined up with your shoulder. And I like to use open hand method. And I'm pulling backwards. 6 seconds, relax for 3, pull for 6, and so forth. Now we can use another block to extend the range of motion. Work a different angle. 6 seconds. I'm not really doing 6, I'm just demonstrating. Rest for 3, then another 6. Now the whole time you're trying to make sure that you shrug your shoulder downwards when you do these. So that way you're in the proper position with your rotator cuff and all that, and the shoulder blade is set. And let's see, now we're going to do some advanced exercises for the rotator cuff. Now these are going to add additional muscles in, so that's why they're advanced. I'm going to hook this down here too, because the first one I'm going to show you is going to be a scoop. So this also works your serratus along with your rotator cuff. Okay. So you get out like so, butt tight, gut tight, and you scoop upwards. Might need to use a staggered stance. Shoulder blades are down and back. Trying to keep them down as I scoop up. Okay, now check my notes again. And we're going to do a kettlebell drag. So this you do from a plank position. You may have seen this one before. Get in a plank, glutes are tight, back is slightly hollowed out so that you got your abs contracted because gravity's trying to arch you down. And you take this, pull it over, pull it over, pull it over, and of course you can go a lot heavier with your weight. Okay. So that was the kettlebell plank drag, alternating arms. So now we're going to do our last one, which is the standing band high pull, externally rotate, and then push up to a Y press. You may need to stagger your stance on this. So we are going to do a high pull, an external rotate, and a Y press. Okay, so there were your rotator cuff exercises. That's not all of them by any means, but those are some of the basics along with a few advanced options for you later on. The last one I just did really works to help you with your Olympic lifts, mainly your snatch, because it gives you good external rotation that you have to do when you're snatching a weight. Okay, thanks, have a great day.